Hi there, it's Tania from Tatty Treasures. Hello and welcome back. So this is part 5 to the doing a try folio from from a file folder, and I'm following a tutorial by Jean at Inky Owl Studio. So I've been filming the whole process and I've been watching Jean doing a bit and then coming on and filming with the lovely Iris kit from After Midnight Designs. So let me show you what I've done in the meantime. So I'd forgot to put a corner pocket on, well, any kind of pocket on here. When we did it last time, I did put a pocket on that one. So I've just put a little corner in, just put a sticker there and a little ticket on there. I have left this open, so I thought if I find any little green stamps, I'm going to pop them in. So I've done this envelope. Did mine, I think I ended up doing mine a little different to Jean's, and I've just put some ephemera in there and just clipped it together. So that's that. So we'll be doing that part in the Iris kit today. And the next bit that I did was a little notebook. It's just got 5 sheets of paper in it. It's parchment paper. And I keep saying I'm going to cut this string down, but I don't know, I kind of like it mega long. And then I've put this notebook inside. Like so, and all I did was got one of the journal cards and I've left the top bit unstuck. I measured, well, I didn't measure, I measured against it where the flap at the back comes, and I left that part empty. So all you do is just put that on there. I don't think Jean attached hers in there at all. So yeah, I did that bit. So that's what we'll be doing today. Yeah, it's took me about an hour to do that bit. So yeah, I think it's going to be a long video again. So that just tucks in there, and then I just put it down there into the pocket part. So it's getting quite chunky now. So if you see, and then obviously there needs to be journal papers in there. So yeah, it's going to be chunky. I don't know how it's gonna all fit really. But I've put no more bulk in than what Jean did, so I'm guessing it'll be fine. So this is where the envelope's going to be, and this is where the pad's going to be. So I think we'll do the pad first. I did the envelope first on the other one. So that was what I did inside. So we need to cover this bit. Let's have a look at what we've got. Save this for a decoration. So, well, if that wasn't made for it, I don't know what was. So I'm going to put that down. And then I'm going to need something, just a slither of something to just do the top of the notepad. And I'm going to make a little notepad, and I think I'm going to use these and just fold them in half. So I'll leave those out. I wonder about cutting those out for the top of the little notepad. So yeah, I think if I cut 2 out, I could perhaps do that. Or I could use that. But I think I'm going to go for the... Or I don't know actually, because it is quite plain inside. Let's see if that's... Yeah, that could be the right size. So I'm going to go for that. Don't think I need any more of the kit or anything for now. So let's cut these out. So how are you getting on if you're following along? I know a couple of people have said that they're doing one, so I don't know if they're doing it at the same time as me or if it's on their to-do list, because we've all got a to-do list, haven't we? This has been on my to-do list since June first did the video, and it must be, I don't know, 6-8 months ago maybe. So yeah, I know how long it takes to get round to that to-do list. So just cut this out and keep them together. So that's that. I'll literally just fold that in half, like so. I'll just straighten that bit up. Okay, so that's for the little notebook outside, and then I'm going to cut this bit out. Beautiful pockets, aren't they, those? Don't think I'm going to get a chance to use them in this, but I think any blue and purpley things what are left, I have got a folder of leftover purple kits, so I'm going to do a few weekends on getting that basket empty. There's some things that I've started from last year, and then there's just parts of kits. So yeah, I do want to get those finished off. So that's going to want to be a bit smaller. So maybe, yeah, I think that would be okay. So let's try and cut it straight. So yeah, that's perfect size, and all I'm gonna do is fold that in half, like so. So that's gonna be for our notebook. Oh, and then we do need something to stick there that just gonna grip the notebook. So let's have a look. I could possibly put those tickets, because then I could just glue it up to there. I think that would work. Let's try it. So I'm just going to cut 2 out. I've got to get used to these scissors. Yeah, I've just had them and they are so sharp. It's a little bit scary. So yeah, I'm not used to using big scissors. Excuse me. Right, I am going to get my little ticket punch, and I'm just going to punch. Just for a bit of interest, really. Can't see. That's that. Going to be a little bit too big. Yeah, so I'm going to cut down that side and cut down that side. Yeah, that's perfect. Right, so let's get this inked around and stuck down. So I'm using, don't know what I'm using, Gathered Twix, I think. Oh no, walnut stain. So I'll just go around here. So this is going to be obviously episode 5, and then episode 6 will be covering this part and covering the front and putting the tie part on, putting the holes there for the papers, and that will be it. So hopefully there'll be just 6 videos, and then I will do a flip through of both of them. So all I'm putting in there is I'm going to print off one of the pages of the kit on card for as such the cover, and then just put some tea stained paper in. I don't know, I'll have to see what it's like once the paper's folded up to see how many papers I can get in there. I'm thinking I might print a sheet of vellum out, so I've like a little card front and then a vellum sheet, maybe a couple of sheets of music paper, and then maybe a kit page in the middle, and then the rest tea stain paper. So that just leaves a little gap at the bottom, which it did on the other one as well. And all I did was just got a bit of washi tape and just stuck it across. So where does it? Yeah. Okay. So that's that. Need to ink up these. I think I'm going to round the corners on this. I don't know if it'll fit in actually. Oh, it has. Surprised. And I'm going to round the corners on the little booklet. So that's that. Let's ink around these little pieces. Like so. I think that's a fun little tuck, isn't it? Quite like that idea. So that will go there. And just ink around this. I think I'll probably put some washi actually down the side, just to mask, you know, the join. And I'm hoping that I can just staple it by just bringing one of the flaps up so I can reach in, but we'll have to see how that goes. I won't bother doing the middle bit because you won't see that at all. Right, that will do. Just have a quick sip of my coffee. Lovely. Right, I've got some papers what are left over from the other pad. I don't know if they'll be the same size or too big, or yeah, too big. So what I'm going to do is make myself a little bit of space, and I'm just going to get my trimmer. I'm going to hold on to this so it's all level. Just level it up, and then just cut down that bit, and then it's going to want some length taking off. So anywhere really. So I'll just take a bit off for the length. That out the way a minute. That's not it, that's it. And I'm going to get my ticket punch again, and I'm just going to put 2 holes in. Now it does go through this, but it does take all my might, so hold on. Oh, gosh. Then let's try and get it centered. So we'll go back there. Oof, yeah. So yeah, that's quite tough. Just gonna get some string. I've been using this hemp one, so I shall carry on using that. Let's get all the papers together again. That over the top. So threading through the back and then it. Oh, come on. That's it. Poke that through. And then just tie it off. So then you can put new pages in it. Because then I think you don't feel like you can't write in it. It's like, well, it's only got 5 pages. I don't want to ruin it. Well, you can use them. So this needs to fit into here like so, and then that will glue there. So let's get our, so it's pretty high, so I would say it's about there. So I'm just going to get my pencil and I'm just going to put a mark there, and then I am going to glue from about there all the way. That's it. Just find my little pencil mark. Make sure it's straight. I think so. And then let's just check if it does fit in. Yeah, that's lovely. I do like that. I don't know if anyone's, well, I'm sure somebody's done it, but I don't think I've ever seen it. But yeah, I like that. So that's that part done. So we'll flip that in. Oh, on the other, I put the button at the top, didn't I? I've only just noticed that. It doesn't matter. But it's going to cause a problem with the, I'm going to put a notebook through the middle, because obviously it's not going to fit. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll just make a notebook, and I'll put it in here, because I've not got a lot in here yet. So we'll do that. I just need to get some more parchment paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, let's just get it all straight. So I'm going to just put that against it. So where I've done the corner, I'm just leaning that against, and where that corner ends, I'm just going to go in just a little bit, and that's how long I want it. And then widthways about there. So I shall chop it down and then chop it up. So give myself some room again. Let's move these. I don't think I need, oh, I will need the string. I'll just leave the string there. Oh, in fact, I'm going to have to chop the bottom first, aren't I? Because, yeah, I'm not getting there. You know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to get a little table that fits under this table. So my cutter, where's the mark? They must have been both at the same point. So the cutter that lives underneath my desk, I can then just pull it out and use the cutter. You know, instead of me having to get it out and lean on the floor to do it. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Right, where's that mark? Aha. So let's check that that's right before I put it away. Yeah, that's fine. So yes, that's what I do want. I don't know if that kind of thing exists because it needs to be obviously a certain, you know, to fit it on. So I don't know. Okay, so then I'm going to fold it down like so. I'll just get my stapler. It's going to be a bit of a squeeze. No, it's not going to do it. So let me just pause and get a needle. Okay, so I've just got a needle out and some I've got some blue wax thread. Yeah, the only I have lots of different coloured wax threads because I use it for the Dreamcatcher DIY kits that I do. So I'm just going to do 2 holes. If I go out, in. I did really want the bow on the outside, but it doesn't matter. Got far too much thread off. Right. So let's just do it to that. Cut that off. I'm going to keep that sewn in case I need it for something else. So I'm just going to tie it. It's a bit hard to get hold of it to tie it tight. And that's that. And that's it. Oh, Colin. I think he's barking at me banging the scissors, to be quite honest. So that's that little book. I think I'm going to round these corners off. Just to make it look a little bit neater. So that's that. So now we've got a little notebook. So that's that part done. We did a pocket there. Oh yes, I'd done a corner pocket with one of the big tickets, so that ties in with that bit. Right, let's fold this bit up, and now we're doing this bit. Okay, I've just cleared the decks down. So we're going to make an envelope that fits there. So I've only got four sheets left, and I'm going to have to back it. 1, because I've got a misprint at the back, and 2, it's only on paper. So if I did it, well, that actually looks okay. Let's have a look what. Maybe doing it that way would work. Let me cut this down. So let me cut that white edge off first. and then how long do I want it. So I'm going to do it as long as the paper that I matted it with. So let's cut down there. Like so. And then I'm going to cut the top bit off where it's white. And the bottom bit. Like so. So if I folded this down for the flap, and then this up for the envelope. I can't really see if it's straight or not. I think that's straight. I think my cutting's a bit off. So like that. Let me just straighten it up at the side. Don't know if this will fit or not. Oh yeah. So we probably ought to go up just a little bit more. Like so. Let's see what that's like. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I can see that paper's just come up there. Let's glue that down. Okay, so that's going to be as envelope. We just hold that up just to make sure it is straight. Yeah, it is straight. I think that might want to just going up a little bit. It's a bit hard to tell, you know, when it's quite a busy pattern. So that's going to go there. I'm gonna need some circles for the thingy. Now I've got two here, and I'm going to just cut a circle out of the paper. Like, yeah, remember this doesn't like cutting thin things. So I'll do two. I'll just pop that over there with my leftover circles. So I'm going to stick all these together just to give it a bit of strength. It must be dog taking time on the street because yeah, I can hear dogs barking on the street, and obviously Colin's barking too. It's just shouting hello back to them. So that's there. So just stick that down. I'm just going to ink over it. And I'm going to need my poke tool to go through the middle of it. Now, last time on the green one, I stuck it on card first, and then I put this in. But then I'd got the metal bit, which I did just cover with washi tape. I just put some washi tape all the way across. What I'm thinking is if I put this on first and then cover it, that'll probably cover the brad better. So I'm going to put a hole in here, watching my fingers in the middle, like so, just to make it easier to get the brad in. And what colour have I done these brads in? Oh, went for a silver. See if I can find a silvery one. So, yep, that goes in there. Then I'm going to need to find my middle, and I could get my roller out, but I'm just going to slightly fold it down so I can see where my middle is. So about that. I'm going to pop that in like so. Being careful because obviously this is only paper, and get that pushed in like so. So let me just move this out of the way. I've got some card, well, I don't know, it's probably 180 GSM, that kind of weight, and I'm going to stick this over the top. So I'm going to mainly do it with glue stick, and then I'm going to go around the edges with the art glitter glue just to make sure that it sticks. I think I've got it all. Let's just go in with the art glitter. So I know I didn't get around here. Yep, don't put your arm in it. I'm trying to get as close to the edge as I can. Ish. Let's get this side. Lovely. And then we'll get this stuck on here. Try and get right to the corners, and then I've only got to cut two sides out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my brayer, and I'm just going to go up and down. Like so. That should have got that down. Then I'm just going to go around and cut it out. What have you been up to, mister? Eh? You been telling them? Hmm? So let's see if I can get that folded back down again. Using my finger as a bone, whatever they're called. So that's fine. Then I think it was about there. Let's check that. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to ink around here. Like those ferns. Nice against that brown paper. Oh, beige. It's not really brown, is it? Neutral. Let me go around the corners. Good. Like so. Just gonna get inside this lip. In fact, let me just a little slither over. That's it. This back, and then we'll glue the sides up. Like I say, I think Jean did hers envelope a little bit different, so you could perhaps watch Jean's for how she did hers. So I'm just gonna press that down. Why I do it on top of things, I don't know. Right, so that's that, and that's that. So the next bit is get our string and straighten that up. Just gonna lift it up a little bit to get under it. So pop that there, and then just go around this side and tie it again. I'll tie it down here for good luck. So that's that. Oh dear, I've ripped that out. Don't know why that's done that. Oh, of course. Yeah, silly me. Obviously the paper's not thick enough to hold it, so here's me thinking it was a good idea to go through the paper because then the card would cover it. It's not a good idea because the paper can't hold the brad. Yeah, I'd never thought about that. So it doesn't matter because obviously I can now just pop that through. Yeah, it's funny sometimes how obviously you don't think something through fully. And then you think, oh yes, of course, that makes sense. So I should just put some tape over that like I did the last one. Oh, and I did such good knottings. Oh dear. Right, let's just cut that off. Yep. That's it. It's gone to pot now. So, yeah, so don't do that. Don't just put a brad through paper. I mean, now, thinking about it, it seems, you know, so obvious, but, yeah. I was just trying to get away with having the bit at the back. So, let's knot that right at the top, actually. Because that's going to go down the back of it. So that's that, and then this string is going to go round the back of it, and then you're going to go like so. So let me just pick my scissors up. So I'm going to cut that off there, and I'm going to cut that off. Oh, don't cut your fingers off like so. Okay, so to keep that in place, all I'm going to do is get some of my framer's tape, which I use for seems everything. It's like masking tape's big brother. So it is on my Amazon favourites list if you wanted to check out what it is. So I'm just going to give that a good rub down, and then that's going to be stuck there. Now I think Jeannie left one of her sides open. I'm not going to. I'm going to glue it down because I don't think it can take much more bulk, and yeah, I just don't want anything there. So yeah, obviously, you know, you can keep it open. Tanya, what are you doing? You can keep it open if you so wish. Oh dear, my gluing's just gone terrible. Oh. Right, we're nearly there, So I'm going to line that up against that paper on this outside edge. So that looks okay, I think. Let's just move that across a little bit. Yeah, that's it. Let's give that a good press down. So let's have a look at this, and then that opens there. So I will put some tape over there. Just pulling that down a bit. That's it. It's made me a bit paranoid now. So hammer it. Don't forget to hammer it. Right, let's put something over it. We could put a saying. That might be a little bit thick. I wonder if I can rip it down a little bit. Because obviously when I put washi tape over the other one, obviously I did notice that it's, you know, you can feel it's bumpy. So I'm wondering if it would be better putting something a bit thicker over the top. So these definitions are from Nikki Adigan, who is Musings by Nikki. So yeah, I like that. Let's put some ink around it. Glue on it. Okay, so that's that. I don't think it needs any decoration on it. On the other one I did decorate it, but that's because it was plain paper that I used on the other one. So I think I'm just going to cut some of these journal cards out and pop those inside. So let's just do that. And that's that part done. I'll need to look around and see what I'm going to use as a tie, and I'll have to think what papers I'm going to use on the front, because yeah, I've really run out. So because we've got these bits, haven't we, to cover. So yeah, so that's, where's the other one gone? It's there. So that's those. So yes, I've probably got enough printed out to do those two plain flaps that you can see now. But for the actual cover, I'll have to have a think what I'm going to do with it. Right, I'm going to round the corners on these. So you could actually use these as pockets. So that's that. I'm just going to pause while I ink them. Okay, so I've inked all those. Let's put them the right way. Pop those in there. Then we'll do that up. So that's that part. So I think we'll just get these two parts covered. And then next time, like I say, we'll put the closure in, cover the spine bit, and yeah, decorate the cover. I think that's all done. Let's just do that bit at the bottom. So that's that. I'm hoping that I can use the same piece of paper on, you know, like both sides. So it's either that one or that one or the blue one. I think I'm going to go for the for the blue one. So I am going to cut the edges off. Let's so if it was there, I'd want it cut about there. Is that the same size? So if it was there. Oh no, you've got to take into consideration this, haven't we? Which on that one it comes out. So let's do it from this side, Tanya. So if that was in a little bit and we want it in for there. I'm gonna go there and see what happens. So I'll cut it there. Again, if you're a measurer, then you probably, you know, best to measure it. So let's have a look. That's fine apart from that bit. So that makes me think, I wonder if these would be best off rounded. Oh, I don't think it's going to go through. Let's put it through with something else. Yeah, this is going to be time consuming. Oh. Yeah, let's just try again. No, I'm sure this normally goes through paper. You could start barking again in a minute because I can hear a dog approaching and it's barking. So, oh, right, that's that. So yeah, that can fit there nice. And then let's have a look at this bit. So the thing is there, so we would want it in a little bit, and we would want it about there. So, or is it the first marking or the second? The first. Okay. Not going to put any pockets and that on this bit, because again I just think it's going to add unnecessary bulk. So that can go on there. Again, I'm going to have to go through this painstaking doing the corners. But yeah, I suppose I normally do use it on card, because I'm normally doing it like for journal cards and things like that. Yeah, I suppose normally paper, I rip it, don't I? I don't know why I didn't want to rip this bit, but I just don't. I don't know why. I just want this to be straight. Oh, let's redo that one again. Where's my scissors? Let's just get this back. Okay, so that's those two. So they should look nice. I'm going to, oh, I just need to lift my eyes, lift my glasses up a minute. Oh, I don't know if my glasses want cleaning or not, but I feel like they're straining my eyes. Right, I'm going to stamp around the sides like I did last time, and I can't remember what I used. Did I use black? I think I did. It doesn't look like brown. So I have got my new Tim Holtz script stamp. Whoa! And I don't know where I've put it. Oh my goodness, where's that gone? What did I do with that? Oh, it's here. Oh, dear me. Right. So, let's get the archival ink. I can't believe I'm putting permanent ink on me. On my new script stamp. Oh, it's got to be done. It's got to be done. So, I'm just going to go around the sides. To give it a little bit of interest. Okay. Yep. So here's a different part of it. Oh, I like that. It's got a lot of different, I know you can't see that, I'm just literally messing about now, I'm just messing. Yeah, it's got loads of different, so it'd be nice if I wanted a full imprint. I don't know if I've got a thingy that big, you know, to put on it. It just stamp with. Yeah, one of those. I don't know if I've got one as big as that. Right, let's put those back. So that's that done. I'm going to need to ink around these. Let's put all my cutting cards back. That's that. So yeah, there's quite a difference in size, isn't there? So yeah, if I'd have cut two at the thinnest, it had been a bit, ooh. So yeah, I'm definitely going to do these again. And I'm going to do them in Edith Holden and see how beautiful they look like this. I think it'll go really nice. But before then, I do want to, I don't know what's up with this ink. I don't know if it's my dauber or if it's the ink, but it seems to dry. But then when I put my finger on it, it feels juicy enough. Yeah, there's a few unfinished projects that I want to get finished. So I think that's going to be the next thing that I do. I think the next like weekend thing is going to be something to go in my Amazon oh dear journal cover. I did the cover in Rachel's challenge, so I did the outside cover and the inside, and I have been making some pieces for it sometimes in Dee's challenge or sometimes in Rachel's challenge. So there's a few things that I want to do in there, so I was going to do that over a weekend, and then I think the weekend after I'm going to start with my folder of things what are purple, because I've got lots of bits and bobs. So that's that. Oh, look at that bee. So I have got some, I think you could call them like card toppers. I did an order at a shop called Fruit Pixie, which if you watch my vlogs, you'll have seen my purchases. And they've got a clearance section, and there was some card toppers. And one had irises on them. And I knew that I was going to be doing this. So I had them. So I'm thinking if there's one that fits the front, I think that's going to be part of my cover. So I'll show you them in a minute, just in case you haven't seen them. They're a little bit bright for my liking and a little bit white, but I may be able to crunch them up a little bit. Oh, it's a swine for just sticking down like this. I think I could have done with just coming over slightly, but I think it'll be okay. So let's that. And that's that. So that's that part done. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, it's getting very chunky. So these are the card toppers. So I'm wondering if one of these would fit. Let's have a quick look and then we'll call it a day. So these are called Elegant Elements. I don't know who they by. I don't know if it says there. I think that just says I love something. But it's very tiny writing. So this one's lovely. I think this is probably too wide. Oh no. So I think I'm gonna have that on the cover. Really like that. So it is quite shiny. That's an awful noise. Yeah, it's as if like the ink's not even penetrating it. Oh, it is a little bit. Oh. So yeah, I think I'm going to have that on there. And what I'm thinking is this paper, this plainish paper, I need to obviously print some more out. Have that on the front with that on. I think I might have it higher because the tie is going to go about there. So yeah, have that like that. Maybe a book plate or something. No, I bet you those strips aren't. No, they're not going to be thick enough. I thought, wow, these could be perfect for down the side. But I could put it down the side, couldn't I? I don't have to have something all down the side. I like that. So yes, I'm going to do that. But I think that's probably the best one. But I will keep giving that a bit of ink and dull it down. So I'm going to put this in my folder with my purple things and hopefully get some more used. I mean, I'd have that as it's probably a little bit big for there, but that would make a lovely pocket. So yeah, I shall put that with my purple things to use another time. So that's me for today. Thank you very much for joining. Yeah, not that far off at all. Now it's coming together. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I will cut some more things out and add them to these pockets. So then we've got us 2 journal cards there. Obviously we've got us padding there. We've got some journal cards and a tag there. And some bits in here. I feel like I might put another tag in there. It needs a bit of something else. So that's me for today. Thanks for joining me. I hope you're enjoying this series, and I shall see you again on my next video. Bye for now.